So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Jupiter in the fifth house as your Atmakaraka. As in what happens when Jupiter is in the fifth house, okay, and it becomes a planet with the highest degree in your birth chart, known as the Atmakaraka, which is the soul. What exactly the soul is here to experience. See, Sun is the steer Atmakaraka, meaning the still permanent soul significator for everybody. And this is why I always say, wherever Sun is placed, that is kind of like where your purpose of birth is. Okay? And please do not ever think of purpose of birth as being career, money, fame, this. No. That's not. Because let's say, for example, we have an apocalypse in the next year and a half, 2 years. Okay? Everything is gone. No, all electrical grids go down. There's no such thing as Google anymore, Facebook anymore. Mark Zuckerberg and everybody have their accounts just go to nil, especially whatever's in the bank. We're back 150 years back. And now you can't even create electricity because of something that happens. In that case, whatever career you have, you don't have a career. Your simple career, which is everybody, is survival. Food, shelter, clothing. That's it. So in that case, what is the use of the Atmakaraka? Whether it's Chara, whether it's Tir. Meaning movable Atmakaraka, which we're discussing as Jupiter, or still, is that specific house, which is what the soul must accomplish. Okay. It is like the biggest mission for the soul to finish so it can just keep finishing its tasks and keep moving forward up and up and up and up and up and up. That's what it is. So Atmakaraka is a planet with the highest degree that is closest to the 30th degree point, and we don't include Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Rahu, Ketu in it. Okay, and if you do not know if Jupiter is your Atmakaraka, which planet is your Atmakaraka, check out the links here, Astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, and consultations. Especially in my report on the second page, you will find which planet has the highest degree, or you can just go to the Gemini section and it's abbreviated with AK as Atmakaraka. So Jupiter in the fifth house. Well, see, Jupiter has been given the significance of a guru. Right? A significance of a guru. So this is different from the king, the sun. Right? Sun gets all the responsibility upon itself. Everybody's coming to you for help. Even your general who's fighting the war for you coming asking you, what's the next move? What do I do? Okay? But here what happens is, Jupiter is second to Sun. In the most powerful roles of Vedic astrology, Jupiter is second to Sun. It is the advisor. So what happens when people are coming to Sun for advice? Sun turns around and looks at Jupiter. All right, so what do we do? So you see there's these similarities, these synchronized similarities between Sun and Jupiter. The one is a king and the other is the advisor to the king, and the king actually respects the advisor more, because otherwise the king's suggestions and king's ideas may make him, a beggar. This is why Jupiter is the second. They call it the second sun, the collapsed sun. So Jupiter has a very similar task. It is here to give advice, but also what is a guru? Right? Somebody who gives light into darkness. Somebody who is going to sacrifice everything for others. Whether it's their students, whether it's the world, whether it's the sick, whether it's the elderly, they're simply here for others. They're not there for them anymore. This is why wherever Jupiter is placed, that house does not belong to you, it belongs to others. So, what is the fifth house then? Right? Fifth house will represents children, your future, which is your children also, your intelligence, your studies, mantras. Okay. Fifth house obviously is also kind of connected with the speculative side as well. But so what happens is your duty in life is going to be focused on giving the righteous advice to children, students, and subordinates. That's the first thing. You have this particular Jupiter where perhaps throughout life you're going to have to advise your children on guidance, because you got to understand there's also this saying, right, with Jupiter, diya tale andhera, meaning wherever the lamp is, beneath it is darkness. So it's like saying the guru, where the light is, guru, look at Sai Baba. He's a fakir. And the amount of power Sai Baba has, he could be Ambani times 10. He could be Mark Zuckerberg times 10. But he's in old ragged clothes. Because the real guru realizes, I can't attain anything for myself. Unless I give out, only then my purpose is complete. So what happens with fifth house Jupiter's Atmakaraka? You get the children who are going to be dependent upon your wisdom, your advice, your knowledge. This naturally shows that your biggest responsibility is to teach. You're going to use your intelligence to teach others on whatever level. This doesn't mean you become a professor with this Jupiter, but no matter what circumstance you're in, whatever work you're in, somehow, even if you're a newly hired individual, they're going to ask you for suggestions and help. They're going to be like, what do you think of this? Why? Because your aura, just like the earth has the ozone layer, we also have etheric aura. Your aura kind of like sends this energy out to people around you that, hey, this is the person somehow may know something, right? It's this intuitive thing we have when we go into any environment, what to ask what with someone. Sometimes we have that intuition. What to ask and with someone. What might be the character of this person? Is this person approachable, affable? Okay. Is this person able to be conducive with my own energy? You feel that. Most people feel that. And they're like, I don't even want to go talk to this person. Because it's not like that person is bad. Your aura is not there. This is a very magnetic aura. When Jupiter becomes the Atmakaraka, the house that Jupiter is in, you're going to magnetically attract people. You're going to magnetically attract people towards you. Because they're going to seek that advice. You're only going to bring people who are going to seek your advice. And you're going to have to give that advice. And especially because Jupiter is a very righteous planet full of morals and morality. This doesn't mean the individual. There's many individuals who display morals and morality and become moral police. They're not the right person most of the time. But Jupiter here represents the morality. So you will see that this individual will always show their children to take the right path, to take the path of honesty and righteousness. And usually, you will also see the children may not benefit from this advice so much when Jupiter is the Atmakaraka. Because they say in there are sayings in every single language that the honest person finishes last. Right? It is the crooked person who becomes that multimillionaire, billionaire. They know how to cleverly get something, take over somebody else's business. So you need some of that cunningness within you. With Jupiter, it won't be there unless Jupiter is surrounded by certain planets. Then Jupiter becomes a genius at manipulating the situation to get. So instead of a pure yogi, Jupiter kind of takes the role of that Mama Shakuni in Mahabharata. Because there's different varieties of Jupiter. Jupiter is not just this righteous person, because with different planet, it'll become different. It'll have a different mission in life. So only in those cases, yeah, in modern world, children will be greatly benefited. But otherwise, with Jupiter in the fifth, you know, you would respect the knowledge of the father, but you won't feel it really has helped you get ahead. Especially when you're looking at a pure Jupiter, it's something you'll really value. You'll like, this is something, this is, you know, very culturally rooted for me, what my father taught. And that becomes that battle with the Atmakaraka, that you must give out knowledge with or without criticism, with or without benefit for someone else. And the thing is, though, you don't benefit from that. You don't benefit from that. And I just made a video, 2 days ago? You can't benefit from the fifth house. However education you get, whatever education you get, you will somehow, other people will be using your education. And then, because Jupiter is in the fifth, this is the house of the king, right? Sun. One must always behave like the king with this Jupiter in the fifth. When somebody asks you for help, you help. When you see somebody in suffering, you help them. When the biggest responsibility, when you have to take the biggest responsibility, you must take it. Can't run away from it, because then you will weaken your Jupiter. You must not bow in front of another powerful person. Sure, unless it's a guru and all that, that's fine. But you shouldn't be feeling less when you come in front of some celebrity. Like there's a saying, don't give bhav to anybody. Kisi ko bhav mat do. Doesn't matter. Think about your superstars of superstars. When they come, you just, or whatever. You're not excited. You're not suddenly taking your phone out. Oh my God, take a selfie with me. Don't do that. Because then you're weakening your Jupiter. It's like a king being mesmerized by another king from a different country. Like, oh my God, you got to take a picture with me. Oh, I'm such a big fan of you. And the other king will be like, oh my God, I can easily take this person's kingdom over. So you can't show your poker face, or you must show your poker face. Also, never take anything or do anything for free when Jupiter is in the fifth as the Atmakaraka. Because again, you're not here to take, because then you're not a king, you're a dictator. That's the difference that happens with Jupiter in the fifth. When you start taking things from other at no cost, you're becoming a dictator. Now Jupiter is going haywire. But when you give, that's the job of a king, to always just give, right? If you look at any old movies and shows, if there's a king and people are coming and putting their hands, and king would be like, okay, here's some gold for you, here's some gold for you, here's some gold for you. That's the king. You're in the house of the king, so behave like the king, behave like royalty. And especially with Jupiter in fifth house, don't act like new money. Act like old money. You know what new money is? Wanting to drive your Lamborghini and wanting to fly private jet even if you don't have money. Wanting to wear those, $1 million watches. Your Louis Vuitton thing. That's new money. That's like somebody just came into money and they're like, oh my God, money. Old money is like a Chanel suit. Somebody who wears Chanel suits, people won't even recognize as something like high class prestigious. Only that person knows. They have class. They don't wear fancy things. They focus more on education, learning, preserving the culture, preserving the lineage. They discuss ideas instead of discussing what's the new gadget you got. New money is all about how much of a bigger yacht I can get. Old money, they're like, this is just waste of time for us. We're here to do bigger things. Act like that. Learn the etiquettes of old money, and you'll see how this Jupiter blossoms. But yes, with Jupiter in the fifth, your biggest benefactor will be mentors in life, teachers in life, gurus in life, fathers in life, and your sheer hard work. This is a self-made person. Jupiter in the fifth, who goes from 0 to a billion. 0 to a billion. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Jupiter in the fifth house as your Atmakaraka. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. If you want to know where your Jupiter is placed along with your other chart detail, check out the links here along with my academy, Vedic Astrology Academy, where I'm currently teaching Nandi Nadi course, which is beautiful course. And after that, I'm going to bring something new related to time. Okay? Bye-bye.